Let's start. Hello, coach. Another week in this episode 4 of our weekly update. Another thought with after losing against Tiro Raider and with more hard feelings because it's our first home game.
Right.
So, can you give me a little analysis how the match went and how you saw it?
Well, it was definitely a tale of two halves. For the first half, defense, offense, we thought we played well, and we kept the game close. We had a couple of mistakes at the end of the closing of the first half, and it just put us down 29-7. So just a lot of mental mistakes, and just not what we expected. We first home game, you always want to play well, so we definitely apologize to the fans and everybody that supports us.
Okay. One of the Dragons Pass holders asked how can players, in terms of moral, raise after these two such heavy defeats?
Yeah, we had a good film session on Monday, and so it was really where they actually, the whole team got a chance to see, mistakes that were made, mental mistakes, physical mistakes. So it's a little bit different when you watch it on film than when you're at the game. You see if you omit those mistakes, then you have success. If you continue to have success, if you continue to have mistakes, it just puts us in a hole, and that's what it did from the start. Like I said, it was the tale of two halves. If we didn't have the two mistakes right before halftime, then it's a 15-7 game at halftime. So that's kind of what we look at as coaches. Yeah.
Okay. Another Dragons Pass holder talked about special team again, and he asked what will be the solution for the O-line problems during the field goals and extra points.
So we've addressed that. We just kind of changed up the personnel one. The field goal kicker, we're fine with the kicker. We're fine there. I think we're fine there. I think what we need to do is just change some personnel around and make sure we secure that team like we did on all the teams on punt return, kickoff, and kickoff return. So that was it. Field goals was an emphasis, and we fixed it. So hopefully it'll be better in the future.
Okay. Another Dragon Pass holder asked that we suffered several drops by different players, and what do he think is the reason? Lack of concentration, lack of training, maybe the situation of the game?
I think it's just a focus, right? So if you're a receiver, your job is to catch the ball. If you're a running back, your job is to hold on to the ball. So you always have to go back to basics, right? Whether we drill it in practice continually and go back to like it was training camp. Focus on catching the ball and getting the ball upfield and progressing the ball forward. So it's just going back to that stuff and to the basics, and we have to do that. Yeah.
Okay. After such a loss, what is the most important area that the team needs to improve this week? So, play harder, playing smarter, playing with more confidence. What is maybe the key point for this next week?
I think the one thing we got out of it on the film session is accountability, right? Because when you watch the team as a film, when you watch the team as a whole, and the team sees guys that we expect to do well and play well, and they don't, it just makes everybody accountable. You have to be accountable to your teammates. We need everybody to do their job and focus on just doing your job. And we didn't get that. Like I said, we had the minimal mistakes in the first half, and that caused us to go down by 2 touchdowns.
Okay. The last one for this past week, I think it's an interview that somebody do to Levi is talking about the playbook, if it's going to be some modified and formations that allow for more big plays going to be introduced, because one of the biggest problems detected is previous years and in the previous coaching staff playbooks is that he tries to run a lot through the middle, and this not works for us, or not in a big results.
I think we just came from a meeting today, myself, with Sean Cooper and Levi, and we discussed those things in regards to what we want to do. I don't think we want to change anything. What we need to do is just make sure we put him in position to be successful, right? We want him to be, go through his progressions as a quarterback, but then sometimes we need him to improvise, and then sometimes we need him to be special. So I think it's kind of like a combination of everything. And so going forward, he understands that, and so I think they'll see a change on Saturday.
Okay. Talking about next game on Saturday versus Helvetic Mercenaries. Now, the one of the teams that the first win. So, how do you see this game from the staff side, and how is the team mentally for this game that was our first win?
Yeah, I think every team is tough.
Yeah.
You know, they have a special quarterback. He's playing well. We watched him play against Milan. That was a really good game, tough loss for them, but they competed. Everybody's going to play well against us. So we just expect, we expect every game we play to be tough. We just have to kind of bear down and just have everybody just do their job specifically, right? And do it at a high level. And if we do that, we'll have a chance to compete and win games. If you don't do that, we end up getting the same results. So we don't expect that. We expect to play well. We expect to fix what we need to fix.
Okay. One of the Dragon Pass holders asked about this Helvetic Mercenaries different. If we will be different for the first match, or we will be similar, as the QB is a clear dual threat, and on the defense side with K Fortes, I suppose it's Kevin Fortes, no? As an addition to the roster, he's improved this position. Do we have to move to other direction, or is similar to the first match?
Yeah, I think they're personnel-wise, they're a good team, right? They have bad luck. They have bad breaks like we have. So, but I think they've changed some things on defense. They've changed a few things on offense. So they compete. It's hard to beat the same team twice. So I'm pretty sure they're going to attack us different, and conversely, we're going to attack them different also. So it's going to be a tough match.
Okay. And the last one is, how important is this match for the dynamic of the season, especially considering that Siemens will play another match in our league afterwards, and this is one of the games that can win.
Yeah, every game's important. Yeah. We have 12 games to play, right? So, the goal is always to go 1-0 when we play. I think everybody kind of has to look at themselves and say, okay, well, besides playing for yourself, you're playing for the fans, you're playing for the ownership, you're playing to have success, and we want to win, just like they want to win. But there has to be a burning desire to want to play at a high level all the time. And I understand that. I played at this level before, so I understand it. So there should be pressure to play well. And if you don't have that pressure, you need to have that pressure on you. And we expect that.
Okay. And finally, Coach, do you want to say some message to the people that come always to support us, and in this special moment, it's a bad moment for us, and that's all.
Yeah, the first thing we want to say is we want to apologize for the effort, because the effort wasn't there for 3 quarters. That first 27 minutes is what the fans want to see. Tough defense, good offense. We're progressing the ball. We're playing great defense. And when it's embarrassing to the ownership group. It's embarrassing to the fans. And as coaches, we're 1,000% responsible for it. So we have to fix it. But the good thing is the fix is in the room. So guys are looking at themselves and, did I contribute to the loss or did I contribute to the win? So the majority of our guys contribute to the loss. So once that flips and we get a perspective that, we have to win, that's all that matters. So I need to do whatever I have to do to win, to help the team have success. So if we do that, then it's not going to be a bad deal. We'll be fine. If you don't do that, it's tough, right? This is pro football. So guys are realizing that now, and accountability level is high, and it's always going to be high. It's never going to go down. So hopefully their expectations are higher, for us, and then we'll have some success in the future.
Okay. So good luck this week, and thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.